Hey, rich friends, it's your girl Cha Cha reporting live from the Money Mantra, and we are back with another Forex education video. The purpose of this channel is to help as many people as possible become independent and profitable traders. So, if that's something that you're interested in doing, you're going to want to make sure that you subscribe. If you get to the end of this video and you find that it's helpful, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment to let me know what you learned. But more importantly, share this video with somebody who you thinks that it would help. So in today's quick video, I am going to be doing a trade breakdown of this trade that I dropped in the group chat for my rich friends this week. As we can see from the time stamp, this trade was published on July 16th, 2023. Now, I suggested that they take the sell at market execution. We can see at the time the market was at about 0.68221, or that they could set a sell limit at 0.6835 or higher. So it did take a little while for this trade to play out, but based on the update, let's see if I can get to it from here. Based on the update that we have, that I actually posted today on July 18th, 2023, we can see that the first TP was hit. So while this market still is consolidating on the hour time frame, it was actually able to hit 0.67950, which was my recommended TP1, with the low being as low as 0.67876. So that's pretty good. I'm just going to back it up and show you guys why I decided to take this trade. Um, and I'm going to see if you guys agree and how you would have played it. So when I first came into the market, I like to put a vertical line on my entry candle so I can always remember, like, and try to figure out what was my mindset when I was looking at this trade. So there was a few things that I noticed. Now, if you watched any of my other videos, you know that the strategy that I use consists of two EMAs. We have a 50 EMA, which is the blue EMA, and we have a purple EMA, which is my 200 EMA. I also have the momentum indicator, which is this line here, and the stochastic, which is an indicator that I'm really a fan of. So the first things that I noticed was that the market was consolidating below the EMA, right? Now, my experience with using EMAs and my strategy, whenever the market comes off of an uptrend, like we can see that's what happened here, and then it falls below one or both of the EMAs and it starts to consolidate, to me, that usually signifies that the market, the price wants to go lower. So that's where I created my bias for a sell. And I thought that this would be a bearish market. So I had my consolidation under the EMA. That was my first confirmation. Now, the second confirmation that I had was my momentum line. Although it wasn't facing down, which is what I typically look for, it was below the zero line, which for me is another confirmation for a sell. Now, had it been above the zero line, like we see here, and had the candles been above the EMA, like we see here, I would have been looking for a buy. But so far, things are aligning for me for a sell at the time that I was analyzing this trade and I got into the sell. Now, on my stochastic, there are a few things I look for, and I can actually see that all of the conditions have been met. So the first thing I see is that the stochastic is facing down. If the stochastic is facing down, to me, it lets me know the market is going down. The second confirmation I see on the stochastic is that the orange line is above the blue line. And usually when that happens, again, we can see in several instances, orange above the blue, market goes down. Orange above the blue, market goes down. Orange above the blue, market goes down. So for me, that's an additional sell confirmation. And not only that, the EMA line, the stochastic lines were also falling below the 50% line, which is a third confirmation on this one indicator. So sell. When I'm looking for trade ideas, I like to say 3 confirmations is good, 4 confirmations are great, and 5 confirmations are fantastic. And we can see that we actually have all of those things here. Now, in addition to entry confirmations, I also talk about entry signals. So for me, the entry signal in this case was the break of structure on the downside with this candle. Now, break of structure simply means that the market was buying and selling in the same area, which we can see from these candles. And then instead of it continuing to consolidate, it chose a side and it broke out of this structure, creating a new candle, letting me know that new lows were going to be reached. Now, again, if I were looking for a buy, let's look at this example again. We can see that the market was ranging in this area for some hours. And then there was a break of that structure, right? On the upside with this candle. Not only that, our MOM is facing up and above zero. On our stochastic, we can see that our blue is above our orange. The line is above the 50% line, and it's also facing up, which we can see reflected by the market going up at the time. So I want to go ahead and play this thing out, and we're going to see when my TP was actually reached. I know this trade did take some time to play out. All right, so it looks like the TP was reached around 9 a.m. The next day. So it took about 12 hours for this trade to play out, which isn't bad at all. The target was hit, and I'm still waiting for a TP2. So I really hope that this trade was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time.